Global power is shifting faster than ever. For decades, the US dollar has reigned supreme as the world's reserve currency, but a new financial landscape is emerging, challenging its dominance. This isn't a sudden collapse, but a strategic transaction-by-transaction erosion driven by a confluence of geopolitical and economic forces. At the heart of this change are recent geopolitical tensions and trade policies. Actions like sanctions have prompted countries to seek alternatives to the dollar-dominated system, leading to a surge in de-dollarization efforts. Take India and Russia, for example. In a significant shift, India has become one of the largest buyers of Russian oil, with imports reaching as high as 2 million barrels per day. Much of this trade is now settled outside the US dollar, using local currencies like the Indian rupee and the Russian ruble. This isn't just about a single transaction, it's a model being replicated globally. According to the IMF, the dollar's share of global currency reserves has been slowly declining. While it remains the leading reserve currency, its share has fallen from over 70% in 2001 to around 57% in the third quarter of 2024. This trend, while gradual, is accelerating. China is at the forefront of this movement. The Chinese yuan is gaining traction in international payments and trade finance. China has expanded its bilateral currency swap agreements with dozens of countries, making it easier for them to trade directly in local currencies, bypassing the dollar. This is a strategic move to promote the yuan as a viable alternative and reduce reliance on the US financial system. Another major indicator of this shift is the historic central bank gold rush. In 2024, central banks continued their gold buying spree for the third consecutive year, purchasing over 1,000 metric tons. This unprecedented accumulation is a clear diversification strategy. Countries are seeking to reduce their exposure to currency risk and the weaponization of the dollar, viewing gold as a stable, neutral asset. This brings us to the BRICS alliance: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, now expanded to include new members like Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE. The BRICS nations now account for a significant portion of the world's population and have a combined GDP that has surpassed that of the G7. At recent summits, de-dollarization has been a central theme. The group is exploring new cross-border payment systems and even the possibility of a shared reserve currency, potentially backed by commodities. Their goal is not to immediately dethrone the dollar, but to create a parallel financial system that offers more independence from Western financial controls. Adding fuel to this fire are ongoing trade disputes and the threat of new tariffs. Recently, new tariffs have been announced on a range of products, including pharmaceuticals and heavy-duty trucks, which would impact key allies like Canada, Germany, and Mexico. Such protectionist measures push allies and rivals alike to seek out alternative trading partners and currency systems, accelerating the move away from the dollar. So what does this all mean? The global economy is not facing a collapse but rather a fragmentation. The era of a single, unchallenged financial hegemon may be coming to an end. We are witnessing the birth of a more multipolar world, where countries have more options for trade and finance. The dollar's dominance is eroding, not with a bang, but with every transaction, every gold purchase, and every new trade agreement. The race toward a new system is on, and its ultimate destination is still to be determined.